Welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, brought to you by the great folks at COMC, Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. As you know, we've got a new guest for you every week. This week, we've got Jill Durnin, who is the director of the LCTC.
Right.
All right, take some work to figure out what that means. It's the Lake Career Technical Center.
It
right,
is.
in Camdenton, associated with the high school?
Associated with the district. We are part of Camdenton School District for sure. And Camdenton High School is one of the schools that we service.
Okay. You just happen to be really close
We do.
to Camdenton High School, but not necessarily a part of Camdenton High School.
Correct.
Okay, so the LCTC, what do you do there? What is that all about?
Well, what don't we do there is a better question, right?
Yeah.
We have 11 different programs. We do service 4 different school districts. So Camdenton, Max Creek, Climax Springs, and School of the Osage all send students to us to one of our 11 programs. In addition, we have an adult marine program that we have 10 adult students in. And really our mission is to provide academic, technical, and employability skills to students to help them for that next step, whether that's college or career. And that's really where we're at.
Kind of teach them, help them to get ready for a working career and give them the knowledge and ammunition maybe to have a great career.
For sure. And we have students that go straight to the workforce.
Yeah.
We have students who go on to technical school. We have students that go on to 4-year colleges. And so we're in a really unique and awesome position to be able to really prepare students for whatever it is that they want that next step to be.
Okay, so you said 11 different programs.
Correct.
Right? So what are those 11 programs? Do you have the list?
I check me here and see if I can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have a health science program.
Health science.
We have a computer integration program. We have a culinary program.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a building trades program. We have a graphic arts program. We have a welding and metal fabrication program, auto collision, auto technology. We have law enforcement and marine and power sports, and then an ag program.
Okay, wow.
Did I get them all?
That's pretty amazing. I don't know, Andy will count them for us as we go. Put them on screen for us and we'll see. So you're a Missouri girl, right? You grew up, I think, north of Kansas City. So you're not from the lake. How did you make your way here?
You know, kind of on a whim.
Yeah.
We were just a really young family with young kids, and God opened a door for my husband to take a job, actually initially at School of the Osage, and we were not super adventurous people, but we felt the Lord was just leading us to the lake area, and so we followed.
Wow,
and,
how about that?
Here
How
we
long
are.
ago was that?
Great question. We are on year 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now I'm kind of familiar with your family because of your sons who play sports, and we here at Lake TV do a lot of sports, basketball and football, and you are a very athletic family. I mean, I think you were a big star athlete when you were growing up. 3 Hall of Fames or something like that, right?
Well, we use that term really lightly when we say that. They were obviously desperate for someone to recognize. But yes, I grew up, sports were a huge part of my life, a huge part of my husband's life, and they're a huge part of our family.
Yeah, absolutely. And your sons, football and basketball, but really good baseball players. I think your oldest, D1 baseball scholarship to Wichita State, and maybe the second one?
Correct.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking some really, really talented players here.
Yeah, you know, it's been really fun because we share interest in our house, and they've worked really hard at it, and they love it, and they've been rewarded, and it's been really fun to see. As a parent, it's just, you know, that's a really fun experience to watch them work hard and then be rewarded for that work.
Yeah, absolutely. And you too. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes in from mom and dad getting those kids to that point, you know, whether it's taking them out to the diamond and practicing with them or whatever that might be. You talk a little about your family. Your family's very invested in the community. Your husband works in the school district. Your kids are here. You're there. I mean, you're all in the Camdenton area.
We are. Bryce and I have, you know, always been educators since we've been married, and really for us, it's more of a calling. And we have always felt really strongly that it wasn't what we do, it's who we are, and so we are all in. We're it means a ton to us, and the students and the young people of our community mean a ton to us.
Yeah. So as you teach these kids, help these kids kind of get ready for life in whatever, I'm guessing it's a lot like being a teacher in a classroom. You probably have special relationships with them, and they're kind of like your kids in a way too, right?
Yeah, you, oh gosh, you become so invested in the lives of, the people that you serve, and these students. So it, yeah, like when they win, we win, when they succeed, we succeed. And so it's so rewarding. So rewarding.
Well, and with the breakdown in society, the breakdown of the family, I'm guessing you get to be kind of like a mother figure in a way to some of these people, right?
Yeah, you know what? I would hope so. I hope that they would think that. But it's been a unique situation here recently because I do have three boys in school in the same age of the buildings that I've worked in, and so you do have a different relationship because you know them like a student in your building, but also because they're my kids' peers and friends, and so it becomes pretty special.
Absolutely. Okay, we're talking with Jill Durnin, who is the director of the Lake Career and Technical Center in Camdenton, serving 3 different school districts. We'll continue to learn more about Jill and about the LCTC right after this. If it's happening at the lake, it's happening on Lake TV. From the Polar Plunge to festivals, parades, Aquapalooza, and boat shows, Lake TV has it all. Even the granddaddy of them all, the Shootout. If you're looking for places to party, things to do, or even a new home to move into, you've gotta love Lake TV. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Loring. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission. If you love the lake, you gotta love Lake TV. Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show, brought to you by the great folks at COMC. We're talking with Jill Durnin, who is the director of the LCTC. You've probably heard of that. It's the Lake Career Technical Center, serving 3 different school districts in our area, kind of helping kids, but not only kids, because you've got an adult Marine program, teaching them how to have a career, basically. So you do prepare kids for the world. You have some local partnerships. What do those partnerships look like? What are those?
Oh gosh, we are so blessed because the community, the lake community, has really rallied around LCTC, and so those partnerships are just incredibly crucial to the direction that our programs are going. And really, what that looks like is industry partners. We have 2 more formal meetings a year with them where they really give advice, kind of update us on industry trends, things that we need to kind of keep on our radar, equipment purchases that we should be thinking about. And they really drive the direction of each of our programs. And so they're just invaluable to us. We've been so blessed because we've had really great partnerships. Additionally, and one of our pushes this year has been to get our students out a little bit more, outside of even our walls, and get them some real world experience. And so our industry partners have stepped up to the plate in really big ways, and they've We have students doing internships and job shadowing, and they're not just pouring into our programs as far as being an industry partner to us, but they're pouring it into our students, right. Which has been really awesome to see.
So is there a difference between a partner and the advisory committees? Are those different things?
They could be. We have our advisory committees commit to coming to those meetings twice a year. We will on occasion have somebody who is not yet a part of that advisory, but will partner up with us. Yeah. But we always, when they are willing to do that, we try to get them to become an advisory member because there's some expertise that they have that we need.
Yeah. Work-based learning opportunities. This is a thing.
It is.
In LCTC.
Yeah.
So what is a work-based learning opportunity?
Yeah, so it is a thing, and I think we're going to see more and more of it in the future. It's really about getting a student an authentic learning experience with authentic feedback. So I always jokingly say, and you alluded to this earlier, sometimes we become like mom and dad. Yeah. So when we tell them something, they're like, wait, what? Yeah. But an industry partner, an industry expert can come in and say the same thing, and it hits different. And so those work-based learning opportunities can be the internships. We have students doing both paid and unpaid internships. Mm-hmm. It could be a long or short-term situation. It could also just be a job shadow. So I'm thinking about going into that industry, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to go kind of
see what it's like.
Yeah, just try it out.
But that makes a huge difference. I mean, I remember back in the dark ages when I was a kid, and there's a big difference between not having the confidence to be able to jump into something because you don't know about it, and then when you know a little bit about it, it's like, I could do that.
100%. Right? Yeah, that is one of the huge advantages to a situation like that is it does give our students confidence and a little bit of clarity even. Yeah. You know, they don't know what they don't know, just like all of us. And so to be able to go out there and see that and get your hands on it and test drive an industry, so to speak, is really valuable.
You mentioned this adult Marine program.
Yeah.
You know, when I first heard that, I thought of going into the Marines or something. You know, it's not a military thing. What is your adult Marine program?
So our adult tech, it's an adult Marine tech program where it's a 9-month program. So we follow the same calendar that students do. And they go through a pretty rigorous training and come out of our program really ready to go into the workforce as a Marine tech. Yeah. And it's a really successful program. We have a 100% placement rate.
Wow.
We pretty much, we will have almost all of our students lined up with full-time employment by October, and they start in August.
Wow.
So, yeah, Mr. Keeney runs that program and has for a while and just does a really excellent job. That's a very strong, those are very strong industry partnerships. Yeah. The Marine Dealers Association have been just really good to LCTC and have been really kind to our programs and really helpful, and it's needed in this area.
I was just going to say it's very necessary around here, right?
Yeah.
Especially if, 100% job placement.
Right.
But this is for adults. This isn't necessarily just for kids, right?
Right. It is only for that program. We do have a high school side that's sports and marine technology program, but then our adult program, you have to be a graduate.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And that kind of teaches people how to work on boats, how to work on docks, how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, so he works with all different sorts of motorcraft and really they come out with certifications in Volva Pinta. They work on Mercury. They get a little taste of even some wave runners and those types of things too. But they leave our program really being able to go hands-on.
Okay, so you work with 3 different school districts. But not necessarily just the Camdenton School District. It's Max Creek and who else?
Actually, there's a total of 4. So it's Max Creek, Climax Springs, School of the Osage, and Camdenton.
Okay. Yeah. So if folks want to get more information on this, how do they go about doing that? If they, want to get involved in the program or whatever, how do they do that?
Yeah, just reach out to us. We do have a website. You can go to thecamdentonschools.org and get to us that way. But we just call us up too. We are 346-9260 is our phone number, and whatever you're interested in, we have somebody who would be more than happy to help you out.
Okay, that's a 573?
It is.
346
9260.
9260. There you go. That's Jill Durnin. She is the director of LCTC. That is an amazing program, so check it out. Thank you for coming by and talking to us.
Oh, thanks for having me. This is great.
You bet. And thank you for joining us for Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show.